Good morning, students. As we have already started with chapter number 4.6, Papa Puno's Special Christmas. So this story is basically talks about the Christmas, about Papa Puno's special Christmas, and yes, it was a special Christmas for him. Here in the story, he is shown as a cobbler who is living in Russian village, a small Russian village. He is a shoemaker. He has a small shop, and his wife is not alive, and he has the children who are grown up now. And someday when he was reading about the family Bible, he sees dream. In his dream, he sees Jesus is visiting his place. So at first he had helped road sweeper by offering him hot coffee. Now there's a second help he has done about a young mother and a baby. Now let's see how he had helped the young mother and the baby. The girl walked so slowly and quietly, hugging the walls of shops and houses. The girl was walking so slowly and she was very quietly. She's hugging the walls of shops and houses. She was just hugging the walls of shops and houses, and she was walking very quietly and slowly because she's holding a baby in her hand. That was a while before he noticed her. Who noticed? Papa Pano noticed her. She looked very tired and she was carrying something. As she drew nearer, he could see that it was a baby wrapped in a thin shawl. So it was a baby which was wrapped in a thin shawl. So there was such sadness in her face, and in the pinched little face of the baby, that Papa Pano's heart went out to them. So as soon as Papa Pano saw that she is walking with a sadness, holding a baby in her hand, it was very cold winter morning, and the baby was wrapped in a thin shawl. So he decided that he will call the lady and the baby inside the house. "Won't you come in?" Papa Pano said. "Won't you come in?" He called, stepping outside to meet them. "You both need a warm by the fire and a rest." So in earlier times, in earlier houses, we can see that as when we go for the camping and all, we light a fire. And also they do the same thing. The young mother let him shepherd her indoors. Shepherd her indoors in the sense, the young mother, who directed? Papa Pano directed or guided and told her to come inside and to a comfort for the armchair. Tell her to sit comfortably on the armchair. She gave big sigh of relief. She was relieved because she got the warmness of the fire and her baby too. "I'll warm some milk for the baby." So Papa Pano told that I'll warm some milk for the baby. Papa Pano said, "I have had children of my own." Papa Pano said that I too had children of my own. I can feed her for you. I can feed a baby for you if you don't mind. He took the milk from the stove and carefully fed the baby from a spoon. Warming her tiny feet by the stove at the same time. So what he is doing, he is feeding the baby also, and at the same time is warming the tiny feet by the stove at the same time. She needs shoes, the cobbler said. So cobbler said that she needs shoes because what happened, the baby was feeling coolness of the winter, the wind. But the girl replied, "I can't afford shoes." The girl said, "I can't afford shoes," because she is not that much rich. The girl who is carrying a baby was not that much reached. So that's why she said that I can't afford shoes. I have got no husband to bring home money. She is home. She was not having a husband. She is only with the baby. She and baby both are there, and they are moving to some other place. So she said that I don't have husbands who will bring money for me to buy the shoes. I'm on my way to the next village to get work. So she was on her way to the next village because she wants to work. She wants work, and that's why she was going to the next village for the work. She was not having any husband. She is alone, and the baby too. A sudden thought flashed through Papa Panav's mind. So Papa Panav's mind thought flashed. He remembered the little shoes he had looked at last night. At last night, when he saw the dream, he remembered the little shoes which he had at last night. But he had been keeping those for Jesus. But he had decided that he will keep these shoes for Jesus. When Jesus will enter my home, will visit my home, I'll definitely give this tiny little leather shoes to Jesus. But he had been keeping those for Jesus. He looked again at the cold little feet and made up his mind. Then he looked again at the cold little feet. The feet were very small and were cold, what causing cold. So he made up his mind. Try this on her, he said to the mother. Try these shoes on her, he said, handing the baby and the shoes to the mother. The beautiful little shoes were a perfect fit. Just imagine. These are those shoes which he had made for Jesus when he decided that when Jesus will visit, he will give these tiny little shoes to Jesus. But the same shoes get fitted to the baby, the small baby. The beautiful little shoes were a perfect fit. The girl smiled happily and the baby giggled with pleasure. Baby smiled, small baby, how they laugh, small, cheerful laugh, happy laugh. You have been so kind to us, the girl said. When she got up with her baby to go, she said, may all your Christmas wishes come true. But Papa Pano was beginning to wonder if his very special Christmas wish would come true. Perhaps he had missed his visitor. He has missed his visitor. He looked. As soon as he's watching, he's just watching, or he's just waiting for the visitor to come. Anxiously up and down the street, just looking up and down the street that visitor will come and will visit. There were plenty of people about, but they were all faces that he recognized. There were so many people there roaming, but they all faces he can recognize. He had seen them before. They were neighbors going to call on their families. Neighbors are calling, on Christmas vacation, people call the families to celebrate Christmas together. Here also there were neighbors going to call on their families. They nodded and smiled and wished him happy Christmas. Neighbors nodded and smiled towards him, and they wished him happy Christmas. Our beggars and Papa Pano hurried indoors to fetch them hot soup and a generous hunk of bread, hurrying out again in case he missed the important stranger. Then he had also fetched one beggar, a hunk of bread and a soup, hot soup and a hunk of bread. So Papa Pano was very, kind person. He was very kind person. The first visitor, the road sweeper, he visited his place. He had given him the hot coffee and even the warmness of the fire. Then second visitor, the lady with the mother with a child, even he had offered the little baby with the shoes and milk, with a tiny pair of shoes and milk and the warmness to the mother, the fire. Here also, the third stranger visited a beggar where he had given him the hunk of bread and the hot soup. But still is missing his important stranger. All too soon, the winter ducks fell. Slowly, gradually, the winter is falling down. When Papa Pano next went to the door and strained his eyes, he could no longer make out the passers-by. Most were home and indoors by now anyway. So now he is just looking again for the strangers. That stranger wants Jesus. Stranger means that Jesus will come. Every now and then he is looking. But what happened? Every now and then he can see that now all are going home and all are in their house indoors and nobody is there now. He walked slowly back into his room at last, put up the shutters and sat down wearily in his armchair. Finally, he went to his room. He sat down on his armchair, put up his window shutter. So it had been just a dream after all. Jesus had not come. Then all at once he knew that he was no longer alone in the room. He said that it was just a dream. Jesus will not come, he decided. But what happened? Then all at once he knew that he was no longer alone in room. This was not a dream, for he was wide awake. At first he seemed to see before his eyes the long stream of people who had come to him that day. He saw again the old road sweeper, the young mother and her baby, and the beggars he had fed. As they passed, each whispered, "Didn't you see me, Papa Panav?" Next day he saw again the three visitors, road sweeper, mother and her baby. Road sweeper, mother and her baby, and the beggar. And as soon as they just passing, so they were like, they said, "Didn't you see me, Papa Panav?" As soon as they're passing by the road, they whispered on in the ears of Papa Panav and said, "Didn't you see me, Papa Panav?" "Who are you?" he called out, bewildered. Then another voice answered him. It was the voice from his dream, the voice of Jesus. Jesus has visited him. When he called, "Who are you?" he called out, bewildered. Then another voice answered him. It was voice from his dream, the voice of Jesus. "I was hungry, you fed me," Jesus said. "I was hungry, you fed me," he said. "I was naked and you clothed me." "I was hungry, you fed me," the beggar. "I was naked and you clothed me," the young mother and the baby he had given clothes to the baby. "I was cold and you warmed me, mother. I came to you today in every one of those who helped and welcomed." He had helped these three people in his life. They were no other than they were Jesus. Visitors had already visited his place, but he was unaware of it. He was not aware of it because he was looking for the Jesus to come. Then all was quiet and still. Only the sound of the big clock ticking could be heard. A great peace and happiness seemed to fill the room, overflowing Papa Panav's heart until he wanted to burst out singing and laughing and dancing with joy. "So he did come after all," was all that he said. Leo Tolstoy. So yes, he had come. Jesus had come in his dream, and Jesus had come. Jesus has already visited him, but he was unaware of it. Jesus had visited him in the form of young mother and a child, road sweeper and the beggar. Three people visited him, and he was unaware, but he had helped. In spite of knowing that Jesus will visit him, he had helped them. He had given tiny little shoes to the mother's child. Though he knows that he had kept it for Jesus, but still he was not able to see the coldness of the tiny little feet. So he decided that he will give it to the small baby, so that the tiny little feet will feel warm. The beggar, he has given the bread and hot soup to the beggar. The sweeper, the one who is sweeping the road alone, where nobody was there on the road, he had given them the hot coffee. So he had helped, and Jesus had come in the form of sweeper, road sweeper, beggar, and her young mother and child. So three people visited to this Papa Panav's house, but he was unaware. Though he was unaware, he had helped. And when he when the voice of Jesus, Jesus, he felt that Jesus was talking to him. When he felt the voice of Jesus, he was stunned, and then suddenly he bursted out with singing and laughing and dancing with joy. So he was very excited. He was very much happy that yes, Papa Pono visited his Jesus has visited his place, Papa Pono's place. Papa Pono was very caring, loving, and kind-hearted person. So here we can say that people who are very kind-hearted, loving, caring person, people who has good heart, definitely one day God will visit at the place. God will give whatever they want in life, but always keep your heart clean, pure, and be the best person you can be in this world. So this is the best story where you have read about. The story was actually translated. It's from the story was specially written in Russian language. Then Leo Tolstoy, it's translated in English. It was very heart touching. It's a very touchy story where a man who is looking for his visitor, his Jesus, which he had saw in his dream, and three people unknowingly visited his place, but he was unaware that Jesus has visited the three people. The three people who have visited his place, they are none other than Jesus has visited the place. So it was an amazing story. I hope you must have understood. At last, I would like to say that you should keep your heart pure. Be kind towards people who need help. Thank you.